How do you
So
like
how
that?
did you come up? Oh, I like that. That's really nice. How did you come up with the original shape?
It's Rafe made it. This right here is the original shape. This what we were doing here, which is something that Rafe did. Is he was making netting. This right here, this stuff.
But then you did something to the reactor. You did something to it and made it bigger.
Yeah, this right here. This is what Rafe made, which was the netting. And he gave me his shape that he used to make these stretched lines. And that's what I used. I took his stretched lines and I saw that the white part of the reactor was created using micros. These. And I'm like, well, if I just stretch that middle part out a little bit, I can give it enough weight for it to be seen more as a lattice instead of looking like a net. And so I just stretched the middle a little bit. There you got your weighted lattice. Now you can make the middle, I can make the middle thicker or thinner. I just thought, with enough weight you'd be able to see it and it would look more like a lattice and less like a net. But I love the lattices that look like these flowers over here. I think these are cute. This type of lattice.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can make those.
I like them. But this looks more, it does give it that fishing feel, the netting feel. And you're welcome to that if you want it. I'll probably put it in my gallery now that I've made it. But you can copy it. And hopefully this stuff will record like it was supposed to last time, and anyone now can see how to make it. Except for the fact that I'm not exactly sure how Rafe made the original piece. I just modified something that he made, so I don't know how he made it. I'm pretty sure he's got a video on it somewhere on how he made this, these little lines. It looks like it's something like these here, except for it's changed version kind of these. Except for I think those are longer. I don't think these are as long. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe about the same.
Yeah, they just look thinner.
Mm-hmm. And you start doing the voxelmancy stuff, you start figuring out how to manipulate the shapes. And, those of us who do voxelmancy just can't wait until they finally figure out how to give us a tool that'll actually let us manipulate the shapes without having to find these reactor pieces. And we have to play with shapes until we find the piece that we need, and then you start mixing and matching the pieces together.
They should come up with where you could grab the corner of the voxel and move it, and then be able to do that to all four corners.
Yep, and that's the argument.
8 corners, I mean.
That's the argument we've all been having with them. They're like, well, it's not necessary, and most of us are like, you're just making it difficult if you don't. Right now, it's just annoying.
Yeah, because there's people like me that are voxel illiterate. I understand how it works. It's just I can't get it. You got to think a certain way. You have to kind of almost see the shape ahead and kind of see it in your mind what you want. And I'm not able to do that. So, having some kind of even if it's like a machine that you can make, like a how we make our other machines, and then you can like pull it and stretch it and do stuff inside that machine, and then it like gives you the voxel or something. I don't know. I can't see it in order to use the reactors. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
You do
click
have
right.
to have somewhat of an ability to know what you're looking for. Not only know what you're looking for, but mine is translating. Okay, I know what the shape I'm looking for is trying to figure out, okay, what is the reactor shape that I need to get that shape? What is it going to look like? And a lot of times I can't even do that some of the time. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, I'm lost. But that's it. It's basically, knowing what, or to get a reactor shape that you're looking for, what a shape would look like that has that reactor part. And it can get mind-boggling at times.
I mean, what is the purpose of the reactor? I guess I'm trying to figure that part out.
There are two purposes. One, it shows you what. Okay, let me go through this because this I went through with my other class to help them understand that. Let me run up and get a shape. I've got a copy of it here. I can put a template of it down.
Like, okay, these reactors they're pointing. If I like copy the top of one of these reactors and set it over here, and then copy the bottom from another reactor and had a block sitting there, depending on which direction the top and the bottom were pointing, it would make that middle block do something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to create a new shape.
Yeah.
You can create a new shape by using reactor parts.
So I would basically need to find 8 blocks over here in these reactors that I could stick together, and it would force my prime voxel to do something.
Don't limit yourself to thinking that you have to grab the top 4 and then the bottom 4. You could grab any 2 from one or any 1 from one and add them up till you have all 8. But to do that and know what you're going to create and then keep track of how you did it, you'll never be able to keep up.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You got to be able to look at it and say, oh, okay, well, I need one that looks like this, and I need another one that looks like that. And I mean, it sounds cool and all, but
I'll show you. I'm going to show y'all what and why. Okay, here. I have this shape here. And basically what happened was Raka came to me with the separate parts, but he could not get them to go together because this shape right here,
When they touch each other, they interact with each other, don't they?
and this shape right here are two different shapes. Look at them. They look like exactly the same shape, but they are not. Now, how I know that is I stuck them in a reactor. So I'm going to pull out 2 empty reactors. Put one of them in one reactor. This is the essence of voxelmancy here, guys. You see that you make the exact same shape and it's made two different ways. And in a way where if you use them, they're not going to be the same. Wait a second, those two are the same shape. Hold on. Those two are the same shape.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, it's Snap.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Hey there.
I'm barely hanging on, but I'm still here.
It sounds like you didn't go to the doctor like I told you to.
I did.
You did?
Go.
Okay.
And I've, you know what she told me? I told her, I said, it's been 4 weeks, and I've been taking, Mucinex and
Okay.
all these different things to try to get better, and I'm not getting better. And my chest hurts, and it's hard to breathe, and I'm coughing all the time. So she does x-rays, make sure I don't have pneumonia, and she did the strep throat thing, which I knew I didn't have strep throat, because I've had that before, and that's awful. She told me I just had a virus, and that all I needed to do was just drink water and take a multivitamin.
Okay,
And
I
I
want
said-
y'all to look at these two and look and find which of the voxels are not the same.
So
These two
I
look
was
like the
really,
same shape, but they're not the same shape. Hey, we're still in class, so
Oh, okay. I forgot all about it.
yeah.
I was napping. I admit.
yeah, I had
In
to nap.
reality, in looks, these look like exactly the same shape, but they are not. What happened is that Raka brought me this shape right here. Well, that shape right there does not create this shape right here. If you put that into here, it will royally mess up this shape. And he kept looking at it, and he's like, he knew geometrically that shape should work here to make this shape. But it was not. And it was not because these two parts of the reactor showed that the vertices, the actual voxel, the two voxel points in there were in the center of the slope. This shape here in this reactor is the shape you get on your little pull down menu. So if you put the pull down full slope shape into reactor, this is what you get.
Okay, so the points of a reactor are pointing toward where the center is on a voxel?
No. They're pointing
No?
to the voxel points. What a voxel actually is the 8 voxel, or the 8 points that make up the shape. It's the defining points that each point has a numerical value, and where that point is, the number designates where in that cube space that point is. Okay, there are 8 voxels in any shape. Voxel as in the voxel, using the definition of voxel from Voxel Farm. The people who created the voxel. A voxel is the point where two vertices meet in a shape, in a cube space shape. So there are 8 of them, exactly 8, always 8, and only 8 voxels per each cube space shape. Now, in this one, the 2 voxel points are right there in the center of the slope. So the vertices are actually running out like that, to the left and to the right, on the top and on the bottom. Okay? What I did was I found a shape where these two